All right, good morning again, everyone. My name is Joel Brown. I'm here with my beautiful wife and business partner, Kristen, on Saturday, February 24th, 2018. Welcome to your Postcard Networker Saturday morning breakfast call. And as always, I just want to congratulate all those that are successfully building their business, but also those that are trying to build their business and putting in the effort, because, we got to take baby steps as we grow our business. One of the hard things about working from home, I think, and building a business is sometimes we don't always get the immediate accolades like you do at a regular job. Simply meaning, if you show up at your job, you get a paycheck. If you show up at your home-based business, you don't always get that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time and effort and learning, because home-based businesses are 100% commission, right? They're 100% success-driven, so it doesn't mean just showing up, but it means actually putting the effort, growing your business, learning, and trying to figure out how to do this. So just congratulations to everybody that's putting in the effort as well. But I'm going to just recognize everybody that today, in the last week, just in the last 7 days, has gotten paid, gotten a check, or matching postcards, or both, with Postcard Networker. So congratulations to Greg and Justine and Charles, Sam, David, Marianne. Congratulations to Jerry and Linda, James, Roy, Sandra, Richard. Congratulations to Faith and Lloyd, Mike, Diva, Mark, Donald, Wolf, Eddie, Lois, Dacola. Congratulations to David and Mel. Congratulations to Jean, Kathleen, Brian, Randy, Jen, Thomas, Sammy, Tim. Congratulations, Donald, Michael, Ryan, another Ryan. Congratulations to Jason, Michael, Harold, Fred, Rich, Joseph, Mike, Karina, and Bev. And congratulations to everybody, as I said, that's putting in the effort. We are continuing to grow this week. Last week was phenomenal. This week is continuing to grow bigger and bigger. One of the other things I wanted to mention, very soon we're working on, with one of our brand partners, we're going to be ready to introduce a brand new postcard. So congratulations to that new brand partner that we're going to kind of work on finalizing a new postcard. We'll be introducing it. Another milestone that we're fast approaching is almost 300 OMA videos. We've got 294 videos in our OMA program, which to me is pretty impressive. When we first set out to do the OMA program, I said I'd like to try to do one every day, and for the first, I want to say for the first probably 60 days at least, anyway, 60, 90 days, something like that, we published one every day. But that's a hard, hey, I'll tell you what, that's a difficult feat to be able to publish one new video every single day. But we are almost at a video, or we're probably at about a video every 2 days or so, which is actually pretty good. So we're approaching 300. The goal is just to continue to publish content, right? Continue to push out more and more and more content for you guys to be able to use to be able to promote your business. And your job, of course, with the OMA videos is just to publish one a day or publish them as they come out. If you're brand new and you just started, you've got 300 videos to push out, over the next 300 days, or over the next year or two. So you've got a lot of content to be able to get up on YouTube, to be able to get up on Facebook, to be able to get up all over social media, to be able to promote your business. Of course, just put your links with it. And you can put, if you create an intro video, we'll help you produce that. You can put that along with that as well. And it just makes a really great way to promote your business online. Start getting some traction online in a very easy way without having to actually create the videos and create all the content yourself if you're fairly new. So today we've got something near and dear to my heart that we're going to talk about. It is how to get rich online. How to get stinking, filthy rich online. And some of you don't necessarily want to get rich. You're not necessarily here for that. Some of you aren't admitting it. Some of you are just saying, no, Joel, I just want an extra $300 a month to pay the bills. I want an extra $1,000 a month. So let's just say how to get rich online, and you can determine what rich to you means. Does it mean getting completely debt-free? Does it mean, being able to quit your job, have a full-time income? Does it mean making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars? All right, it's up to you. Here's the interesting thing about getting rich, though, or having a lot of income coming in online. It doesn't really matter whether you want an extra $200 or $2,000 or $20,000 or $200,000 per month. It doesn't really make a difference. The concept, understanding actually what to do, is the same. Okay. Now, during this call, I'm going to warn you. Okay, I'll make a little bit of a disclaimer. This isn't a guarantee for anybody to actually get rich. You still have to put in the work. You still have to figure it out. You still have to actually do the activities it takes. But I want to just provide you with a very simple outline today, because half of this game, okay, and sometimes I call it a game, this business, online marketing, postcard marketing, network marketing, half of this game is just understanding exactly what it is that you need to do in the big picture, okay? And I think sometimes we get lost in the details. Sometimes we get lost in, going between businesses, jumping around. Oh, this person said this product is great. This person said this thing is great. This compensation plan over here looks wonderful. Oh, there's a new product launch. There's a new company launch. Maybe I'll go join that. The problem with getting lost in all those details and just kind of, the minutia of the day-to-day in our industry, and especially if you're part-time, you can really get lost because you're kind of like going to your job and then you come back, you've only got a couple hours or an hour to kind of look at what's going on and try to figure it out and promote and build your business and do everything. We need to I want to take a step back, take one or two steps back with you here for a minute, and I want you to just look at this entire industry from my point of view, okay? And very early on in my career, this is what I realized. Now, this might not be new. These concepts might not be new for some of you, okay? But I want to challenge you to just think about them today, because even though the concepts are not new, if you're not implementing these concepts into your business and into your life, it doesn't matter if you understand it or if you've heard it before. If you're not actually doing it, if you're not actually following this advice, you can't get rich online. You can't make money online. You can't build your business successfully. Okay? You're just going to be kind of fluttering around, spending money, never really getting anywhere. All right? So bear with me, even those of you that said, that'll sit back and say, well, I've heard all this before. I've heard these ideas before. Okay? If you're not the person at the front of the room doing this training, giving this training, or making big money, or working full-time from home, or if you're not rich already, you still need to hear it. And if you feel like you don't need to hear it, okay, then really you should be doing this call yourself. You should be training this. You should be doing videos on your YouTube channel, talking about it, teaching it, okay, to other people. If you feel like, hey, this isn't for me, then one of two things. One, you're just avoiding the truth, or two, you should be at the front of the room. You should be the speaker. Does that make sense? Okay, so don't say this isn't for you. This is for everybody. I mean, I've got to remind myself sometimes, too, of this information. I've got to remind myself, too, of the concepts. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is building your list. And you've heard this before, right? Build your list. Build a big contact list. But I'm not kidding. I'm literally not joking around when I say you need to have a huge list of people. Huge. Okay? You need to have a really big list of people. Now, if you don't have anybody on a contact list, if you don't have any buyers that have purchased from you, if you don't have any members in your downline somewhere in your MLM or in Postcard Networker or in an autoresponder, in your Aweber account, in your, whatever kind of autoresponder you might use if you have one. If you don't have anybody anywhere that you regularly communicate with and that you can today, right now, email if you want to, or call them if you want to, and they're following you, you will not get rich online. You will not make a full-time income online. If you don't have the ability to communicate with your downline or with your members, if you don't have people opting in, following you, buying from you regularly, you can't do it. Okay? Number one concept, I understand that people say, yeah, I get it, Joel, build a list. Everybody's been saying that since the beginning of time. But you legitimately need to. You have to have a contact list of people, either in your own autoresponder that you can email whenever you feel like it, okay, or in your downline in Postcard Networker where we email them for you, communicate for you with them, okay, or in your MLM, okay, all opted in, buying products and services from you. You need to have a large list of these people. And the hardest thing is once you get a few people on your list, or even once you get like 100 people in your downline in Postcard Networker, some people think that's a lot. Some people think they're done. Oh, well, Joel, I put in 50 people. I put in 100 people. I put in 200 people. Why aren't I rich yet? You just have to keep growing that list until you get to the income that you want to get to. Everybody's list isn't as valuable as everybody else's, okay? Because there's different people on everybody's list, right? Not everybody gets the benefit of having a Jerry Ross on their list, right? Jerry, by the way, one of our brand partners, is probably the most diligent postcard mailer I've ever met, including myself, okay? Jerry continues to mail out postcards every single day. Diligently. He mails out offers. He mails out Free Stamps Forever program. He mails out continual pieces of mail going out of his office every single day without fail. Okay? Not everybody has the benefit of having a Jerry in their business. All right? But here's the thing. If you continue growing your business, eventually you'll find somebody just like him. You'll find 5 or 10 or 20 people similar to that have similar work ethic, that have a similar, kind of mindset about growing their business. And as you continue to grow, you will find more and more people like Jerry to build your business. Here's the thing. Somebody found Jerry, right? Somebody found Jerry Ross. Somebody knew him. Somebody sponsored him into Postcard Networker. So it's not impossible because it's happened, right? Here's the interesting thing. Somebody sponsored Jerry's sponsor. Somebody sponsored the sponsor of Jerry's sponsor. Somebody sponsored the guy above that. So, as you grow your business, there are hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of successful and waiting to be successful people out there. But you can't just find 1 or 2 people or 10 people or 20 people or even 100 people and think that you're done. Building your list will never stop. Okay? If there's any concept or any idea today that is worth writing down, printing it out, and posting it on a wall, and putting a frame around it. Go buy a $1 frame from the dollar store. This is probably the best thing you could possibly do today, okay, for your business. Not promotions, not postcards, not anything. Go to the dollar store or go to Target or Walmart or wherever is close to you in your community. Buy a picture frame. Just get a little, black picture frame. Cost you $1, maybe $2, whatever. Get a piece of paper and write on that piece of paper with a marker or print it on your printer. And write this: building my list will never stop. Or you can make some kind of cutesy version of that. Okay? Never stop building my list. Building my list is forever, right? Lists are forever. I mean, whatever you want to do, but here's the point. If you put it in a picture frame, you probably won't throw it out. You can post on your wall. It'll look pretty, right? You can make a little design around it or whatever, but here's the thing. Building your list will now, you cannot ever stop building your list. Listen, I've been full-time in this industry since 2004. Since 2004. It's 14 years. I still build my list every single day. Every single week, every single month, every single year. Since 2004, I have continued to build lists of people. I have continued to build new people into my downline, new people into my list, new people into my sphere of influence. So for 14 years, I've continued to do this activity, and I continue to do it today. And I continue to get new people on my list. It's not just building a list of the same people into a new business. It's building a list of new contacts, new people, new potential business opportunity seekers, new potential partners, new potential network marketers on my list every single day for 14 years. Now, the question that you should ask yourself is, why did I continue doing that? Why do I continue doing that? And why will I continue doing that forever as I build my business? Building your list is the lifeblood of everything. This activity is literally everything. There is nothing else that you need to master more than getting it through your head, okay, getting it planted, the seed planted in your brain, that you need to continue doing this, that you need to get good at building your list, that you need to continue pushing and driving your brand, your name, your downline forward. 14 years. I guarantee you for the next 14 years, I'll be building lists of prospects, lists of people to sell stuff to, lists of people in my downline. I'll continue to do that because I understood very early on that the person with the biggest list absolutely is going to win. Okay, the person with the most influence wins, right? Think about this. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a real-world example. Whether you like him or not, our president, Donald Trump, had a huge list of people, right? Tons of followers on Twitter, tons of followers on Facebook, tons of people following him, tons of influence. Think about Oprah, right? Tons of people watching her television program. So every time Oprah came out with Oprah's favorite things, everyone was paying attention. She had a huge list of people that liked her, that trusted her, that loved watching her. Think about the Kardashians, right? What do the Kardashians even do? Up until recently, I couldn't even figure it out, right? Like what? I was asking my wife one day, it was a couple of years ago, I think, and I said, what are they even famous for? And she said, I don't know, I think they're just famous for being famous. But here's the point. People are following them. They have a huge list. That's all they did. They built a big list, right? They built a huge contact list of people that are following them for whatever reason. Everybody has their own reasons for following them, but they have a huge list, and they continue to build their brand and their list, right? They've got TV shows, they've got clothing lines, they've got perfumes, they've got this, they've got that. They'll promote your product, send them $1 million. They'll promote anything you want. it's because they have a huge list. Think about all the celebrities out there, all the influencers, right? All the people that can, at the drop of a hat, send out a tweet and have 10,000 people read it, have 100,000 people read it and react to it. That's what you want in your business. Now, obviously celebrities and some of these people, you know, the President of the United States are going to have a lot more influence than you and I do. We're building our list. We're starting from scratch. You know, some of us are financially challenged at the moment. Some of us are not, okay? But here's the thing. Everybody can make money. Everybody can get rich. Everybody can generate a full-time income from home if you learn how to and you continue to successfully build a list every day. That's it. That's the focus, okay? That is 100% of the focus. Number 2, build trust and relationship with your list, okay? First, you have to collect all the people, gather them all, right? Gather everybody together. Then you have to cultivate that list. Then you have to work on building that trust and building that relationship with them. A list that doesn't like you is not a very good list to have, right? You may as well just go buy a contact list and spam them. Okay, think about that. Think about how effective spam is in 2018. It's really not that effective. Not only do people not know who you are, respect you, trust you, or anything, but they think you're annoying when you send them emails and they don't even know who you are, right? Back 20 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever, maybe that was effective because people were so excited just to get one email, right? They only had like 5 emails this week come in, so they're excited to get your email because they didn't have any emails. So back then you could just buy a list, spam them, right? I'm not condoning that. But nowadays you can't do that. You need trust. You need a trusting relationship with your list. The more people know you, the more people get to know you, the more people know your brand, the more people believe that you're somebody they want to follow, the more you can sell to them, the more you can build your business faster, the more money you'll make. Dr. Dick put out a video the other day through our OMA program. If you haven't watched it, you need to. And he was talking about, you know, the building your brand and the success he's had with being able to, you know, put his website on every single postcard, on every single mailer, on every single website, on every single video that he does. It's just a simple branding exercise, right? It's just simply getting your name and your brand and your picture and your videos and whatever you make, whatever you are, you know, getting that out there. Now, I understand that some people come into this business and you're brand new and you're a little timid and you're a little scared and you're worried about what people might think. But let me tell you this. For now, you can use our brand, our trust, our relationship, you know, that my wife and I have with you and your team. You can kind of use our brand to attract people, to build that trusting relationship with people and enroll them and have them purchase through Postcard Networker. But let me tell you this. If you want to get rich, if you want to make a lot of money, and a lot of money for you might mean a different number for some other people. You know, for you it might mean $1,000 cash. For other people it might mean $1 million. For other people it might mean 10,000. But for you to make a lot of money to get rich online, at some point you need to start building your brand. You need to start building your personal name, your picture, your voice, your YouTube channel, your Facebook group. Joel, it's too technical. I don't know how to do that. I just want to send postcards. Fine, you can send postcards for now. Continue building your list. Continue with number 1, because you need a huge list anyway. There's no rush to get to number 2 here. Okay? There's no absolute rush. If you've only got 10 people following you, it's not the end of the world if you're not creating content. It's not the end of the world if you're not pushing out your name, your brand, your picture, your face, your videos, your whatever. It's not the end of the world. Now, if you've got 10,000 people in your downline, or even 1,000 people following you, you might want to consider stepping up to number 2, starting to build your brand, building your trust. I mean, honestly, and this is the way that I look at it, every new person that comes in to your business and doesn't get to know you, doesn't get to trust you, or doesn't get to build a relationship with you, you're kind of missing out on an opportunity. Okay? And that's just my thinking. I am saying it's not the end of the world if you don't do it right away, but also you're kind of missing an opportunity. As you grow your list, as you build your team, the stronger those bonds with you, the stronger those bonds and the relationships that you build, the more successful your business is going to be. Fair? And that could be just picking up the phone and talking to them. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be immediately putting out all kinds of content or videos or audios or postcards or writing a book or whatever. Obviously, all that stuff helps. All that stuff is going to push you to the next level. But even if you're not prepared to do that today, pick up the phone, call them, build a relationship, you know. And when I say build a relationship, all it simply means is be their friend. It simply means is chat with them, ask them if they need any help, you know, tell them your story, tell them what you're doing, encourage them, be positive, only positive, by the way, no negativity allowed, okay? Just be positive and encourage them. The bigger your list grows, the harder it will be to start relationship building later. Okay? Think about that. It's easier to start building relationships and trust with people as you build your list. I know this is kind of a foreign concept for some of you guys, but there's a reason why. Listen, I didn't put the book partnership in our business to try to get $2,000 from our members. Okay, now I understand that in our industry, some people do stuff like that. Some people have extravagant fees and large, things that you buy, and you end up spending $5,000 and you get a bunch of old ebooks, right? Or you get some access to some online program or whatever. The higher ticket or the higher end products that we sell, the services that we sell, are things that I truly believe you need and that you should purchase and that you should build, that you should make in your life to be able to have success in a network marketing company. Does that make sense? Like, the reason why we put a $2,000 price tag is because I can't build a book with everybody. I can't help every single person write a book, okay, unless it's worthwhile. Obviously, I've got to earn income for the upline. I've got to be able to pay for our time. Obviously, it takes a lot of time to be able to brainstorm with you, to be able to come up with ideas. I mean, I literally get on the phone with you and go through picking the topic of the book, helping you come up with all the chapter ideas, literally walking you through the process of how to write your first chapter, how to get some ideas down, okay? And sometimes it takes months to put an entire book together. Sometimes some other people it takes like 4 to 6 weeks, other people months. And I hold their hand the entire way through. And I'll hold your hand the entire way through too. But at the end of the process, if you started that process today, by the summertime, maybe earlier, but by this summer, I want you to just picture June 1st, 2018, you're a published author. You have your own book about whatever topic that you're super interested about, whatever you're an expert in. Or about business or about postcard marketing or about network marketing. You're a published author. You've got your own book on Amazon. People can purchase it. They can buy it through Postcard Networker. You can share it with friends and family. You'd be so proud. But not only are you going to be proud about it, other people are going to look at you differently. Other people will look at you with more respect. Other people will look at you and say, wow, I want to be just like that person someday. And the reason why I know that is because when I finally wrote my book, my first book, when Dr. Dick wrote his, when Dr. Sandra Davis wrote hers, okay, and when other people write their, you just get a different feeling. People look at you differently. People trust you more. You can share that with your downline. That will help you build more trust, build a bigger relationship, right? They won't be so quick to leave somebody who's a published author in this industry. They won't leave somebody so quickly that has their own postcards. If you're a brand partner, you get your own postcards. We create an entire, basically, postcard system within our system where you can earn income on the postcards, on the book sales, but also you're branding yourself all over the place. Tons of people will know who you are. People aren't so quick to leave a team like that. So I want you to consider whether you're brand new and you have zero downline, or whether you have 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people in your downline, what are you doing to build that trust and build that relationship with your team? The next step is to, and whether you take part in the book partnership or whether you write your own book on your own and self-publish, it's up to you. You can still do that. You don't have to spend the $2,000. The $2,000 with the book partnership is kind of the easy way, actually, to do it, because you're going to get all our help. We'll publish it through Postcard Networker. But you could always do it yourself, right? You could publish a little booklet. You could make your own postcards with your own picture on it. Okay? Build your brand. Okay? Build your brand, build your trust, build your relationship. But let's go back to number one. You still have to keep building your list, too. You can't just do number two and not have anybody to share your new book with or your new postcards with, or your, you need somebody to call. You need somebody to talk to, right? Number three, sell to your list, okay? There's only one reason only, that I build a list of contacts. Okay? There's only one reason that I mail postcards. It's to sell something of value to those people. That's it. I mean, if I didn't have something to sell, if I didn't have a business to build, there would be no purpose or no reason to build a list in the first place, right? I need to sell to my list. And Postcard Networker, the way we've set up the system, gives you such an easy way to sell stuff, postcards, leads, training, book partnership, brand partnership, free postcards forever, or free stamps forever, rather. We should do free postcards forever. That would be great. There's tons of stuff to sell to your list. Your network marketing company, your products and services that you offer through your network marketing company. That's what you sell to your list. There's no point in building a list if you're not going to sell to them. You have to make offers to your list, right? And we do that for you on your behalf through Postcard Networker, but you should also be actively doing that as well. If you have an autoresponder, send an email at least once a week, maybe twice a week to your list. If you don't, make some phone calls. Call your people. See what they're doing. See if they want to join you in your network marketing company. There's phone numbers pretty much for every single person now in your downline. All the new people coming in, we require them to put a phone number in. Now, the phone numbers don't necessarily all work. Some people put in fake numbers, but most people put in the real phone number. I put in my real phone number when I opt into a website all the time. If I go to somebody's website, I give you my phone number. You can call me. Call your people. Talk to them. There is nothing to be ashamed of. Absolutely 100% nothing to be ashamed of about offering people services, products, network marketing opportunities when they opt in to get the information. That's specifically what they want. They've come to us for help. They've come to us to join us in the business. They've come to us to purchase products and services of your network marketing company so they can go and repeat the same activity. They want to sell to their list too. They understand the process. Yeah, they understand they're going to buy from you, and then they're going to build a list, and they're going to sell to their list, right? So don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. Don't be worried. Yeah, sure, people will say no, but people will also say yes. Okay? Number 3 is sell to your list. You have to. The easiest way to sell to your list, by the way, is to build a huge list. So I said number 1, right? Build a huge list, because then the rejection doesn't hurt so much because somebody's going to buy. You know, if you have 1 million people on a list, somebody's going to buy what you're selling no matter what you're selling. Somebody will be interested, right? And the stronger your relationship is with your list, the more branding you personally do through your own postcards, through your own book, through your own website, through your YouTube channel, through all the relationship that you build with them, so the communication that you have with them, the easier it will be to accomplish number 3, selling to your list. The bigger your list is, the easier it is. The stronger your relationship and your personal branding is, the easier it is to accomplish number 3, sell to your list. Don't just do number 1 and number 2 and avoid number 3. You won't make any money. Okay? Joel, I've heard this before. Build your list, build your trust, sell to your list. Do it over again. Yeah, no kidding. So why aren't we doing it? Right? Why? I don't understand. If you understand that concept, why aren't you doing it more, right? Build your list bigger. You got to keep working on it, okay? Well, how do I build my list? Well, simple. Send postcards. Advertise online. Use the OMA program. I'll tell you what, the number 1 thing in Postcard Networker that is underutilized, now many people use it, but it's underutilized by our membership, is the OMA program. That's the number 1 thing that's underutilized. There's a huge number of people on YouTube watching videos, watching how-to videos right now. And there's a huge number of people that have come into Postcard Networker through just watching a video on YouTube. Don't underestimate it. Just because there's 300 videos in there, almost 300 videos in there, doesn't mean it's so hard to do and you'll never catch up. Don't think of it that way. Think of it one day at a time, posting a new video with your name, your brand, your link on it. Because once that video is posted, it's there forever. It'll continue working for you day in and day out, whether you do anything or not, for free. Now, the number 1 key, and I've had this on the slides here, is not what you're selling. Who knows what the number 1 key is? Through all of this, build your list, build trust, build relationships, sell your list. But the number 1 key after you're starting to sell to your list is not what you're selling. A lot of people think they've got to find this like secret, awesome, perfect product that everybody loves. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Having a good product or service is important. Okay? It's like high on my list, okay, of importance is having an actual good product that people want and that they're going to rebuy. But it's not the key to what you're, the number 1 key is not what you're selling. It's actually how many people you're selling it to. That's the number 1 key. Which goes back to point number 1, build your list, right? It doesn't matter. So here's the thing, like, if you have a huge list, It doesn't as much matter about the branding. It doesn't as much matter about what you're selling. It doesn't matter about how many times you make an offer. If you have a huge list, people will purchase. Okay? Now, all those other things make your percentages go higher, right? So your branding and people like you, trust you, know you, that increases conversion significantly, but nothing can outsell having a huge contact list. Nothing can outsell it. Okay, what you lack in skill, what you lack in branding, you can make up in numbers. Okay, I'll borrow that from the late Jim Rohn. Paraphrase him a little bit, right? How many people are you going to sell to today? How many people are you going to sell to next week, next month, the year after, year after, year after? Do you seriously think that in 5 years you can stop building your list and be done? Stop spending money on advertising. Stop spending money on postcards. Stop spending money on lead generation. Nope. You'll be doing that forever. The only thing is you'll be more profitable. Right? When you first start a business, sometimes you lose money, right? Because you've got to build your list. You've got to invest in your list. Once your list grows huge, you get to start taking the profit, though, right? You get to start making the money. Number one key. Just stop looking for the perfect business, folks. Stop looking for the perfect product. Stop looking for the perfect compensation plan. And start focusing on what truly is important in getting rich, making money, going full-time, which is building your contact list, building a bigger and bigger following. So here's some action steps that you can do today. I hate to just give concepts and ideas without some specific action steps, because I know that a lot of people come on the call sometimes and will say, well, that was great information, but now what do I do, right? So I'm going to give you some specific action steps that you can do today to be able to implement what I talked about today, okay? So let's just go back to how to implement these 3 things. Build your list, build your trust, sell your list, okay? So number 1, build your list. Here's some things that you can do today and tomorrow and the next day. Number 1 is going to be very simple and easy. Buy more postcards. Mail more postcards. Listen, if you've got postcards sitting in your house, they're not attracting anybody sitting in on your shelf. They're not, go get some stamps, put them on the postcards, get them in the mail. I know some of you, some people, some quote-unquote leaders have extra postcards sitting in their house right now with names and addresses on them. I know that. And if you don't have any postcards, go onto our website, buy some more postcards, 100, 200. Okay, it's only 50, 80, 100 bucks, 200 bucks, 300 bucks. You need to build your list. You need to invest in a list. That's period, right? Dig down a little deeper, get some more postcards, get some more stamps, mail them out, build your list bigger. Okay? Or, here's option number 2. Use the OMA program. Start posting more videos today. Option number 3, go run some ads online. Go run some Facebook pay-per-clicks to your website. Right? There's so many things that you can do, but you need to do something. Number 2, build trust, build relationship. Here's what you need to do. Start branding yourself. Okay? Make an investment in the book partnership or make an investment in the brand partnership, period. That's the easiest way to do it. I'll walk you through everything you need to do for your branding. If you don't want to do that, you can start creating your own stuff. You can start creating your own postcards. You can start creating your own, you can start writing your own book. You can create your YouTube channel. You can create a Facebook group to put all your people into so that they all follow you, right? There's all kinds of things that you can do, but you need to do something. Stop just sitting around. Stop just, don't just hang up the phone today and do nothing. That would be the worst thing to do. Get some more postcards, build your YouTube channel, put together a Facebook group, whatever it is that you're going to do. Start writing your book, okay? sign up for the book partnership. I'll get on the phone with you later today. Anybody who signs up for the book partnership, I'll call you today. We'll start writing your book. I'll brainstorm with you until you come up with the idea for what we're going to write about. And I'll give you all kinds of ideas. You could just pick one. Okay? I've got tons of book ideas. And number 3, if you have a list of people right now in Postcard Networker, why don't you just pick 10 of them and phone them today and talk to them about your network marketing company? Or pick 20 of them or 100 of them, however many there are. Sell them something today. Offer them the opportunity to join your network marketing company. Have you talked to them recently? Okay, there's nothing wrong with picking up the phone. They opted in. They want the information. They do want to talk to you. Okay, some of them will hang up the phone. Some of them will say they're not interested. Some of them will say that, you know, it's not a good time to talk. But some of them will join you, buy from you. Okay, sell to your list today. It's very simple. Those are some action steps that you can take. And remember, the more people you talk to, the more people you brand, the more people you bring in your list, more money you're going to make. It's direct correlation. It'll never be any different than that. You can't make $1 million online with 3 prospects. Just can't do it. Okay? Unless you're going to sell them $400,000 courses or something, which I don't think anybody online is going to buy from any of us. Okay? All right, folks, that gives you, I think, a good overview of what we need to focus on, big picture. So what are the actions we're taking today? We're going to go get a picture frame. We're going to print off, you know, some cutesy little saying about continuing to build your list forever. You know, lists are forever. Diamonds aren't. Right? Something like that. And then get some more postcards, get some more postcards in the mail, brand partnership, book partnership, start building your brand, call your people, pitch them your business. Right? Those are some things that you can do today. So when you hang up the phone, don't just go have breakfast, don't just go have lunch, don't just go about your day. Do something today to build your business. Okay? Have a great weekend, everybody. I wish you all the best. And, hey, we'll talk to you all very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.